What's up, ladies and gents? I'm your host, and welcome back to Chapter 2 for Jacknife in Mirror's Edge. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. This is a little bit of a tougher mission to do. You're going to take some damage most likely, but hopefully I'll be able to show you how to get through it lickety-split. It's go time.
What the hell, Merc?
Something's got somebody rattled, kiddo. I don't know what it is, but they're mighty jittery. Hey, Sal.
Take long to lose them?
Nah, those blues can't move for shit. They've gotten a little gun happy, though.
Wires are fizzing about Pope's murder. Blue traffic is up. Way up. Don't know what's got into them. Must be contract renewal time. Be careful out there, Sal.
So why all the heat?
Our girl's been lifting evidence from a crime scene. Now every cop in the city seems to be after her.
That the evidence you lifted?
Yeah, I think it's from a diary. Rest of it was gone. All I can make out are Icarus, maybe, and to the highest.
Icarus. Wasn't he the Greek guy?
Yeah, his dad made him some wings out of feathers and wax. Then the boy flew too close to the sun. And psst, no more wings, no more Icarus. If anyone's heard anything, then you know who it'll be, Faith.
Yeah?
I know he ain't a runner anymore, but he's got contacts. You can't avoid him forever.
Wanna bet?
Who?
Jacknife.
Drake's got a location on Jacknife. He's on some rooftops at the old runner training ground near the storm drains. Route's crawling with blues, though.
City authorities
You can follow the canal to the Hampton Town District. Get going.
Alright, this first section here, pretty easy. Once you get into the tunnels, though, you need to try to continually move back and forth, left and right. You can mostly make it through this section without too much difficulty. You probably will get shot, but just keep trying to move as much as you can. I think I stayed on one side for a little too long, so I got shot. But there's also 3 bags that you can get during this entire mission. The first bag is going to be up here and to the left. I haven't really been showing you where the bags are, but when I go through my playthrough of playing it the first time and learning everything about the mission, I find all the bags, and there's a bag here. There is a bag in the huge kind of underground section on the very beginning in the far right on the top, and I'll explain that when we get to there. And then there's another bag at one of the final sections with all the guards that you'll do. So there's where I really took a lot of damage. So just don't be like me and just continually move left and right. I stuck to this right side. Again, the bag was earlier and on one of the left side areas. We got a few minutes of a breather section here. So let me explain the tunnels. You can get through the tunnels without taking anyone out. Again, my mission for this, as long as the game will allow us, my mission for this is to, of course, be a pacifist and not to even mess with any of the guards. I do recommend you guys try to mess with some of them because they have some really cool animations that you can steal their weapons and do some really, really cool stuff with it. But I feel like Faith is a pacifist for me, so that's the way that I'm going to play her as. This section here, I'm going to show you a little bit of a trick, a way that you could actually get down much quicker. This saves a good 3 to 4 minutes, to be honest. So as soon as you get here, all you need to do, normally what you're going to do is as soon as it gets down, you're going to jump to that right there, but what you're going to do is just keep kind of moving back and forth. Once this thing stops, you get to the very far right edge, and then it's going to drop. Just once it drops, just there you go. You're good to go. You can literally skip a good 3 to 4 minutes just right there alone. And you need to press the button and head back into the direction you were, and then you can make it up where the gate is. Now, the helicopter might still be shooting at you, whereas if you went the normal way, the helicopter wouldn't be shooting you at this point. But that's just a way to save a good 3 or 4 minutes. Here, you're going to want to jump against this and then do your back turn. And then make your way over here. You got to press the button, and then you got to wait about 15 to 20 seconds as it's going to take a while. So pretty much, essentially, the other gate has to close, and then once that gate is closed, then this one will open. So once you get to this section, you're going to be on the bottom level. You're going to see stairs in front, not stairs, you're going to see a ladder in front of you. You don't need to go up that. You can wait a little bit until you get a little further ahead so you can kind of save another couple of seconds. Now, when you start this, at the very, very right on the top is where the bag is.
exit on the other side. Looks pretty high up.
So come over here, do a wall jump, and that saves you a little bit of time. This is a fairly easy section to get through, in my opinion. Or at least I really didn't have to deal with too much. You can mess with the enemy when you come across him, but
Looks like they anticipated you might duck in here and send a sniper.
I do not. And remember, if you want to see the no commentary version, there will be a full video for you guys to watch. So if you want to be more immersed as you go through the game, then make sure you check out the full walkthrough of it in one video. Once you get up here, you're going to see an enemy, so just wall jump to the right of him, and you should be good to go.
Keep out of their way. Just get your ass through there.
Now, what I have noticed that is if you leave him, you more often than not will get shot up here in a little bit. I haven't figured out a way not to get shot when I'm coming up these stairs, even if you jiggle left and right. You can see me kind of trying to jiggle there, but I always get shot. So here, just keep going to the right. Don't go this way. Go to the right as you see it right now. Keep going that way, and then eventually you'll get to the bag on one of the far walls. But if you stay right here, none of the guards can shoot you. Then you're going to go around so you can make this jump, and then you're going to slide down via the rope. So this next section, you can actually do a wall jump as you're going down, but it's very hard to pull off. So I don't recommend doing it if you're trying to go for a speed run, unless you don't mind making a few mistakes. There is, I think, an achievement that you can get for speedrunning this level in like 11 minutes or something. So as you're sliding down here, you can maneuver yourself to the right wall, jump at the right time, and you can do a wall, kind of wall glide. However, I found more than not it fails, so I just prefer to do it this way.
This is Hampton Town access. Your exit base. Jacknife ain't far.
Here you're going to have to pretty much just go exactly the route that the game wants you to go. I recommend every single time that you get on one of these right here, especially later on, towards the end of this mission, you're going to find it very, very difficult to climb these types of poles unless you go all the way up. And you'll see what I'm saying is you can die so many times on these poles towards the end of the level that if you don't climb high enough, you will not be able to make the jump. Even though it looks like she should grab the pole, or it's not just, it's programmed to where it only catches, I guess, when you're towards the top of the pole. It's kind of weird, but just giving you guys a heads up on that so you don't spend 20 times dying until I figured out, well, you got to just really just jump from the very, very top, and you'll see what I mean coming up, and I'll tell you when we get there. So once you get to the top, if you go straight and to the left, you'll find behind one of the big containers will be your third bag, and that'll be the third collectible for this level. Here you just going to want to wait for it to come. Now once it does, I found at least the route that I liked. I tried to go right and go around. There's so many guards here that I actually recommend taking the furthest to the left. You're going to keep yourself away from all the enemies, and you'll be able to get in there. There might be a definite quicker way, but this way at least kept me from dying because there's so many enemies. So I went to the left here and then head around. They will eventually follow you, but if you get behind the trucks, you can climb the wall and do a wall jump and make your way over to the next section. You can also do a backwards jump from that first truck right here to our left if you want to try that method, but since they're following you, this one seemed a bit quicker for me. Alright, so the first half of the level I would say is done.
Look, Jacknife may know something about Pope's murder, so don't let him wind you up, okay? He used to be a pretty decent runner. God knows who he's working for now.
We're going to meet up with Jacknife, and we're going to have a little chase scene, which is not too difficult. Should be okay. All you want to make sure you do is keep him as close as possible. Letting him get too far away can fail the mission. But he does stop for you at certain points, so it's... I never failed it once, so I find it would be pretty hard to fail it. unless you're just not good at the parkour of the game. Really it takes a while for you to notice when you need to roll and when the jump isn't that big. So once you figure that out, then you'll be able to get a lot faster just in general. Obviously these types of jumps you know you're going to want to roll. But there'll be other jumps that aren't as big that you'll roll and you'll actually end up taking more time doing so. Like this jump up here, you don't need to do a roll for this. It's not that big. You can just continually go. Now you can go to the right here or the left. I prefer to go to the left so we can do a wall jump and then make our way over. Kind of got a little stuck right there. Jumped a little bit slightly too early there, so watch out for that. Don't worry, like I said, he stops most of the time, so I think it's pretty hard to fail, at least on normal.
You're losing him.
This is supposed to happen. You're going to lose sight of him, and you're just going to go into the elevator. Now, up ahead is going to be the part where I was telling you we're to be climbing the poles. Climb to the top of each one to 100% know that you're going to make it. Otherwise, you're going to have to repeat that section over and over because game, if you're too far down, even though it looks like you'd be able to make the jump, the game just for some reason decides not to. So here, jump a little further back. Don't wait to the very edge. And these are the poles that I'm talking about. So go all the way to the top on each one just to be safe. I know it seems like it takes forever because you can't just go jump, jump, jump. Here, especially this pole, go to the very top. You will always make this jump even though you can't see it. I know it's weird, but you'll see you still make it. And then you're able to get over here and then we can move and continue on. The rest is pretty self-explanatory, so hopefully you enjoyed this level, and I will see you on the next.
I know what you're here for, Faithy.
Just tell me what Icarus has to do with Pope's murder, Jack.
I heard a cop did it.
You heard wrong.
You a fan of wrestling, Faith? Pope was a wrestling fan. He even employed an ex-wrestler to handle his security. Travis Burfield used to go by the name of Ropeburn.
Is this going somewhere?
Ropeburn? Well, he's really just a thug who got lucky. And sometimes people are too ignorant to see their place. Always want to swim in the big pond. Never see the bigger fish. If I were you, I'd start with that glorified slab of meat. Happy hunting, Faithy.
Listen, I don't know about going to Ropeburn straight away.
I'm not. I'm gonna see Miller.
Oh, Faith, what are you doing? You gonna tell him about Jacknife?
Not yet. He's still a cop. No matter what Kate says.